One of the things I'm most proud of is I consider myself the Google.
It's Miss Mortgage Tanya Click, and this is Click Connects, where local passion meets partnership. Let's dive in. So, Seth, I don't think many people realize the path that brought you into real estate because this wasn't just some random career change. It started way earlier for you, right?
I've been in customer service since I was 14 years old, and I just really like taking care of people. I grew up in a household where my dad went to work every day. He instilled in us that you work hard for what you want, what you need, and you take care of those that are in your family, your wife, and if you have kids. It just instilled the work ethic of my dad and my grandfather and my uncles, and everybody in the family was just super strong. So from an
Hmm.
early age, I always wanted to create opportunity, and customer service was a natural for me because I'm relatively outgoing as it is. And so customer service has been my strong suit, I would say.
That's great. And you didn't just dabble, you even built yourself a very successful painting business.
Mhm. Peak Painting has been around since 2018. So before real estate, I was definitely pursuing growing my painting company. That was definitely my first stepping stone before pursuing real estate. My wife was a licensed real estate agent here in Atascadero. So it was just a natural thing for me to get mine and create a team with my lovely wife, Karen.
Right, absolutely. And I think that this is one of the things that a lot of people forget is that everybody knows a realtor, right? Your neighbor, your cousin's friend, but not every realtor is a specialist. And so you're really the brain surgeon in your space.
I'm focused on a daily basis. Real estate, my clients, Karen and I do a really good job of hunting for people. We're not just waiting for an email notification. We're constantly looking for possibilities for our buyers, and we're constantly
Right.
looking to see how we can improve.
Finding the perfect home for your buyers
Totally.
so they can start their family and their lives.
Every realtor will say that they're doing the best they can for their buyers and their sellers, but I think we have a certain level of obsession when it comes to Karen and I that sets us apart.
Right,
Our on switch is on 7 days a week. We go above
right.
and beyond to make sure that people are taken care of.
Yeah, because it's not just paperwork, it's the biggest financial decision that people will ever make usually. So you guys are looking for precision. And when people are shopping for a realtor, they need to be looking for someone who really treats it with the care of a surgeon, like you're talking about right now, not just a side hustle.
It's two for the price of one. We're a married couple, we're a team. My role in the team is more of the local expert, community expert. I know a lot of vendors, contractors. I also know a lot about different areas of the county because of our painting contracting background. I know neighborhoods very well. I know roads very well. I've driven all over. We 300 projects a year that we paint. Getting to know this area has been a strong suit of mine. Generally, when I see a deal, I know exactly where the house is and I can picture what the neighborhood looks like. So it gives me a leg up. So that's definitely one of our specialty is locality and understanding community and neighborhoods well.
And I know that you guys work basically 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for the most part. And when you're doing those contracts, you're there at all hours. So you pretty
Yeah.
much know what the neighborhood's like at every different time with rush hour traffic or at night and evening, weekends, all that good stuff.
Well, thankfully, we don't have much rush hour traffic here, but
Exactly.
it's totally
Rush
true.
hour traffic.
If you have to slow down to 35 miles an hour on the 101, it's like a nightmare. And I think people in other areas would be happy to know that.
Exactly.
Especially for out of town buyers. We have a lot of buyers from the Bay Area or SoCal that are moving to this area, and they don't know anything beyond the wineries that they like to visit, or they don't know anything beyond the beaches that they like to go to when they're here on vacation. And then maybe they've
Mhm.
rented an Airbnb here and there to check it out. I had a call the other day from a buyer from San Bruno, and he was talking about the west side of Atascadero versus the west side of Paso Robles, and we were going over back and forth what the differences are between weather,
Mhm.
property values. Out of town buyers, they really need someone who is a realtor who is super dialed in as to the different climates, the different schools, if that interests them,
Yeah.
the neighborhoods, the architecture, if it's city water, well water, all the different intricacies that you have in SLO County. There's so many different localities in one county and so many different microclimates as well.
Right. And I know that you have quite the Rolodex as well.
I love using the term Rolodex. It's such an antiquated term, but you can imagine just rifling through note cards looking for the right plumber. But I
Now
think
these days it's in your head, right? And in
I'm
your phone.
turning the Rolodex right here. What sets us apart is like, I'm a contractor. I know a lot of subcontractors, plumbers, electricians, drywallers, roofers that I know can trust.
Right.
That
The
I would
best of
not
the
recommend
best.
I
Mm,
would not recommend anybody else but these people. And so generally when someone, even if they're not a real estate client, even if it's just a friend or a connection I have in town, maybe it's at church or maybe it's just from the gym, and they know when they ask me, hey man, who's the roofer I should trust? I go, it's Mid-State Roofing.
right.
That's the one I recommend. And they're
Yeah,
do
you
any others
know.
you recommend? I only recommend them. You're welcome to Google others. When I know someone's going to do a good job for
Yeah.
someone and I know someone's a fair value for what they charge, for the quality, I'm going to tell them my recommendation, and from there they can keep looking. But I have a really strong conviction to know and trust certain contractors. I know that they're standing up to how I recommend them.
Right. And of course, that didn't just happen overnight. That's your years of serving people, building trust,
Yeah.
connecting with the best, and
Mhm.
now your clients are getting all the benefit of that. But this is one of the reasons I wanted to spotlight you today is
Mhm.
because when you're buying or selling a home, you don't just need someone who can open doors and see what's
Right.
just popping up that everyone else can see. You need someone who really knows how to get things done and how to overcome obstacles and get even off market properties if that's what it takes, and just go that extra mile and do the things that people have no idea what you're even doing or what you're even capable of or what a realtor is capable of. And you are that realtor who really maximizes your service and what you can actually do for
Well,
somebody.
thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Our painting company will be working on the same projects, the same builders. And so there's a mutual respect. It's just something that sets us apart in terms of our connections in the contracting world and the vendor space for sure. Appreciate that.
Right, absolutely. Well, I could not have found a better person to talk with today about just all the opportunities available in San Luis Obispo County. And I appreciate you coming on. Thanks for watching Click Connects, supporting local, building community, and keeping your dream just a click away.